Tonight, an exclusive interview with E-Town Get Down's worst fantasy player, Max the Animal.
This is the last you'll see this one. Hopefully there won't be an 0-12 bag. We'll see.
Nick Arcolano with the exclusive interview next.
Looks like we're gonna make it, everybody.
Today, I'm honored, I'm privileged, and I'm embarrassed to sit down with no other than the man making the most noise on Twitter in this day and age. That is Mr. Animal of Big Dogs Gotta Eat, at Animal_BDGE, also known as Animals Crackers, in the E-Town Get Down League, in which he is famously sporting the 0-11 record. The donut in front of the win column. It's not something you see every day. It's not something you see every year. It's maybe not something you see every decade. Animal, first and foremost, in these trying times, how is the family? How is your mindset? How is your mental health? COVID related. Don't worry about the 0-11. We'll get into that later.
How about welcome?
Like I said, I'm embarrassed to be here with you.
Okay, I guess I don't deserve that. Everything's fine. Like, you'd be surprised by the fact that I'm cheerful. I'm happy. I'm in a good mental state. No COVID. I can't wish for anything more than a win. But, take what you get. That's it.
Even though he's 0-11 in the E-Town Get Down League, Animal seems to be in good spirits.
Hello.
So you're in a little bit better of a shape than I'd imagine I would be. So it seems like maybe your expectations to start the year were not as high as mine would be. What were your expectations going into the year, and have you met them?
That's interesting. So everyone has expectations. Obviously, there's expectations for being competitive, and there's expectations for content. So I think content expectations have been met. Performance expectations have not been met.
I took Ronald Jones in the 6th round. I'm not worried about it. Everyone's gonna give me shit, but they don't know anything. They're not the sharps. I'm the sharp. So.
But here's the thing, it's an injury bug. We have injuries happen.
That's the thing.
Michael Thomas, Cortland Sutton, Marlon Mack. Marlon Mack is a huge injury bug.
I don't want to get deterred away from the point of the conversation. Okay?
Marlon Mack was going to have over 28.5 receptions.
So you're disappointed from an expectation standpoint. You're sitting at 0-11. You're happy with the content itself, though. So let me ask you, sitting at 0-11, we're going into a very big game tonight. If Deontay Johnson throws up a 7.7 burger, you're going to be going into an 0-12 realm. This is unprecedented in the E-Town Get Down. Now, because you have become such a fan favorite and there is so much buzz around this situation in itself, do you secretly want to lose?
Is it a secret? Because...
Let me ask the questions here.
Here's what I'm going to say. I want to lose maybe tonight, but I need to get a win for pride. But it's got to be the last week of the season. It's got to be the last chance. It's got to be that final movie moment where we're all sitting there and it's like, I need 3 points and there's 45 seconds left. And I get it and we all go nuts. So we start screaming on the stream and everyone's going nuts and the chat goes wild and it crashes. And then it's freeze frame, and then the credits roll.
I'm just getting 2 scoops of the Java Guatemala and this chocolate cone.
But all the Java Guatemala in the world can't save Max's season. So what's more important, the win or the content?
So it seems like you're more content over capitalism right now. You want the content to be premier for the time being. All the big dogs that are starving out there for you to lose, you want to feed them.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's fair. I think it's safe to say that, listen, I want that win, but I want that content win too.
Well said.
And
hey, Snacks, cut that piece up. We're going to put that on social.
Ooh.
It's just foreshadowing how tonight's going to go. Speaking of how tonight's going to go, like I said, 7.5 is the poll for Deontay Johnson. He surpasses it, you go 0-12. Last time he played Baltimore, he put up a similar point total to your season win total. It was bordering on 1.1, something in that range.
Well, it's nice for you to give me one win.
They play listen, you got to take it where you can get it right now.
Foreshadowing?
No, that tooth hit on the glass was foreshadowing.
I didn't like that.
Deontay Johnson, bad game against Baltimore. Been fired. Straight out the Dragon's mouth fire the last few weeks.
I know all about it. 1.1 points.
What are your expectations? What do you think's happening tonight? Realistic, content aside, wins, losses aside, Deontay Johnson going to show up and blow up or blow out?
Have you ever seen Big Daddy?
Sure.
I'm invisible.
Answer the question, sir.
I'm invisible. These are my invisible glasses. Next question.
So Deontay Johnson confirmed over 8 points.
It seems as though the stress of this fantasy season has taken its toll on a once vibrant and hopeful Animal. If only the glasses could make his record invisible to the rest of the league.
What do you say to those people, Animal? You know, you're out in the real world, you can't wear those glasses around, right? You have to go to family gatherings, friendly gatherings, and the people that say, Animal, you're on a fucking fantasy football podcast and you're running up donuts in the win column left and right. Do you just sit there with a pout face on? Do you combat them? Do you fight them? Do you take a bite out of them? What do you say to those people? Very troubling times for our friend Animal. Prayers and thoughts.
I don't talk to people. I communicate only through Twitter now, and you guys.
Love that.
When I say you guys, I'm speaking to you, the big dogs. I'm speaking to you, Snack, sitting behind the camera, directing this entire piece.
So the people that are cheering you on in a catch-22 sense have become your family online, your internet friends. I've warned people about getting into the internet game. Once you get in deep, they're the only people you converse with.
That's it, man.
Yeah.
I can't count on anybody. I get made fun of. If I go to my real friends, it's like you said, like, hey, they ask me for advice, and then I go, like, are you really going to take it? Like, you know what's going on? And they're like, no. So, like, I can't waste my time with that when, you know, I have my internet friends that they're happy for me, whether I'm losing or winning, which I'm not. They're voting for that win. They're rooting for that win.
Whether I'm winning or losing, yeah.
They're rooting for me.
You spend a lot of time in the latter of that category. Let me ask you, though, before this gets too depressing.
Who's depressed?
With an 0-12 season hanging over his head and depression setting in, can Animal take any positives away from this incredibly atrocious season?
There are always lessons to be learned, right? So let me ask you, through this turbulent season, through this turbulent year, all things considered, what are some lessons learned in both fantasy and real life? I know you're going to come out stronger on the other side of this, Animal, but tell me why.
I have to think about this one. Okay, well, so it's led me to different paths for my future. So we have a fantasy lineup optimizer is in the works. I don't know who's making it, but someone is. And that's going to be very helpful to me for next year. Also, big quarterback guy now. Definitely taking quarterback in the first round, maybe in the second round. Because of Superflex, I might go back-to-back or bike-to-bike quarterbacks. So lots of things are changing for the future. Listen, I had like 6 running backs in the rounds, like 4 through 8.
Otherwise known as the dead zone.
4 through 12, 4 through 8, and 4 through 10. What would that be?
However many rounds it was in between, you took one.
4 through, I took a lot of running backs there. I'm not going to do that anymore. Next year it's quarterback year.
The year of the quarterback.
The year of the quarterback.
You heard it here first. You heard it here probably last, because we will not be sporting that strategy next year.
If you still follow us in the off season, I'll be preaching quarterback. It's the year of the quarterback, like the Chinese calendar. It's like the year of the dragon, the year of the horse.
The year of the animal, the year of the quarterback.
This is the year of the quarterback next year, 2021. Year of the quarterback.
All right, Animal. I have one final question for you. When you see this, what goes through your mind, body, and spirit?
Right away, instant shame. First of all, shame. Then, content. I'm going to preach it. Like the fact that I'm in last place. I'm the loser of this league. And no one gives a crap about whoever the first place is. No one even knows who's in first place. No one knows who's in second place, who's in third or fourth, who's making the playoffs. No one cares. All everyone knows is that Animal is in last place. And also, that bag says 0-12. It is not, at this time, my destiny has not been sealed with 0-12.
Any press is good press, according to Animal. And I want to thank
Sum
you
it
for your
up.
time. I want to listen. I think you're going to come out stronger on the other side of this, as they say. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Let's just hope Animal doesn't kill himself before the end of the season. Back to snacks in the studio.
What do you want to say?
You get knocked down and you're looking for hope.
Derek Carr.
You know, here was hope.
Fucking Derek Carr, 3 fumbles. 3 fumbles in there. All right, let's do this.